We're here on what?
December 31st, 2022. This was really out of tune.
And your name is?
Audrey Dunlap.
And
Yay.
you're how old, Audrey?
17 and a half in February.
And what's your grade?
I am a senior in high school.
Woohoo! And what's your plan for next year?
My plan is I am moving to a beautiful small town called Toccoa, Georgia, and I will become a Screaming Eagle at Toccoa Falls College.
Nice. Audrey, who are your best friends or your best friend?
So some of my best friends are Emily and Jenna. Jenna's someone who I've gotten very close to this year. Evie, my best friend out of state. She lives in Pennsylvania. And Allison. Allison is going to be my future roommate at Toccoa Falls.
All right, so I'm going to ask you for some of your favorites, and you just name the top one that comes to mind. Ready?
Okay.
Your favorite subject.
History.
Your favorite animal.
Dogs or sharks, I guess.
Favorite breakfast food.
Avocado toast or chicken and waffles.
A favorite dinner food.
Tacos or burritos. Is that...
Favorite snack.
Wait, before I answer that question, because I need time to think about it. Is the volume going to work? I don't know if you're covering the...
I don't know, hopefully. Favorite snack.
I just hope that didn't come out.
Favorite snack.
Favorite snack is probably chips and guacamole, salsa, queso.
Favorite dessert.
Jeez, you know I can answer food questions. Cheesecake.
Favorite book.
Next.
Favorite TV show.
Well, okay, fine. I'll answer the book question. If I have to answer that, probably the Bible. But besides the Bible, favorite author is F. Scott Fitzgerald. Favorite TV show you said was
yes.
Maybe I would say The Golden Girls, Full House, Friends.
Favorite movie.
Frasier. Movie. Actually, I can answer this one and say that besides Overboard, a movie I had watched quite a few times more this year that I got into was 10 Things I Hate About You.
Favorite activity.
Favorite activity is to read.
Awesome.
Books.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to become a counselor for victims of human and sex trafficking and domestic abuse.
What are the jobs that you have now?
I have 2 jobs, not 1, but 2. So my first... Hello. Grace, what are you doing? I didn't...
I'm just saying hello.
Okay. Hello. Love you. That's Grace, my sister. See, I didn't come in and, whatever. Anyways, my 2 jobs. Ready? Number 1, I work at Publix. I work at store number 229, which is the Beachside store. I am a front service clerk and a cashier. So a front service clerk is really just a bagger and a cleaner. The second job is I work at Enbridge Counseling Services, which is a counseling company in Daytona Beach, and I am the billing specialist. So I fight insurance companies in my pajamas.
Nice. So what's the best part about being 17 years old?
I would say it's a special year because it's the year before.
Yes?
Is it okay? Dad wants to know is it okay if I could watch my video?
Sure.
interrupting me. Anyways, the special thing about being 17 is that it's a transitory age because you are transitioning from being a child into an adult. Well, 18 is when you become a legal adult in the US, but I would definitely say I've made fun memories as a 17-year-old, and I'm kind of getting to discover more of who I am in God and some of my interests and things that I never knew about myself.
Nice. Very good. What is one word that you would use to describe yourself?
I don't know. I know that's 3 words. Let's see. One word. Different. A lot of people think I'm different. That's all I have to say.
What is the funniest thing that happened to you this year?
Actually, it's kind of a blessing and it's a painful, and I guess it's funny. I would say the braces, because I was so opposed to getting braces. Like, it was kind of like a roller coaster. It was one of those things where I was like, okay, I know that I need to get braces because they're going to help me with my crossbite. And then I was like, I really don't want braces. They're going to make me look weird and they're going to be painful, which, there have been some days where the pain is high with the braces. I would say that was definitely a very funny thing, was getting the braces, because I certainly, in a way, did not expect myself to get braces in my junior year and then having them senior year of high school.
What is your happiest memory from this year?
That's a very good question. A lot of really good things happened this year. One thing I'll name a few. So one thing I remember was getting accepted as a junior within 24 hours of applying to my dream college. That is something I most certainly will always remember, because I was like, it's just me. I'm a 16-year-old junior trying to apply to college, and I was like, I may hear back from them senior year. So I certainly was very, very surprised to hear back from Toccoa Falls, my dream school, and that God led me to that school, because Daisy's under the bed. That's where she is. Anyways, I was just certainly surprised and to see that God had led me there. Something really happy too was celebrating birthdays this year. So for, let's see, Emily's birthday, we went on a really fun train ride to one of the winter places, Winter Springs, I think. Or no, it was Winter Park. And we took a boat ride, but it was all like kind of just spontaneous, and we had a lot of fun doing that. Let's see, Brooke's birthday, she did a kind of a mystery themed birthday party, and then Grace had some sort of, was it like princesses? What was it, Mommy? Mommy, you can.
I can't remember.
Grace had a fun little birthday party. And my birthday was really fun too, which will lead into the next point. I have gotten a house sit quite a few times this year and have met some really awesome furry doggies named Charles and Willow San Clemente. And let's see, another thing is I went to Lake Swan.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Oof, I'll be 27. That's weird. Well, okay, if I do the math, I graduate with my bachelor's degree at like 21 years old. So then master's degree, that's 2 years. Okay, so I will definitely have obtained my bachelor's degree, possibly my master's degree, depending on the timing and what God wants to do. I definitely see myself moving a lot, in order to, um, do what the Lord wants. I think that God has made it very clear to me that I am supposed to be moving around a lot. That like I'm not gonna always be in the same place, and I think that's because He's wanting to use each place that I'm at for a different reason. So whether that's like, okay, I'm gonna grow here and be poured into, or oopsie doo, or like be pour out into other people. So I would definitely say I don't know where I'm gonna be. I just know that I'm probably gonna be doing ministry work. I doing the counseling. I don't know if that means I have my own practice, if I am doing it internationally. I mean, I probably will. I just don't know when that'll happen. I don't know if that means partnering with an organization. Uh, and this is something kind of weird too. I ponder about. A lot of people have always told me, and it's something I just sense that's going to happen in my life. I don't know if it'll be in the next 10 years or not, but speaking engagements. A lot of people tell me that that God has given me a gift of speaking to other people, and I have seen visions of myself ever since I was super little speaking like internationally, speaking in front of large crowds and just being very passionate. So I don't know if God's possibly going to ever open doors up for me to speak and raise awareness about trafficking, in a global stage. I don't know. I really don't know where I'm going to be in 10 years. But to summarized answer, I'll probably have been a college graduate, probably working somewhere.
What do you think is yucky?
What do I think is yucky? I think something that's very yucky is, I think social media is pretty, I think some aspects of how it's used are pretty yucky. Um, I think that a lot of crazy stuff in the news this year has to do with social media stuff. Now, look, I am guilty in saying, and not insane, but in having some form of social media. I do have Pinterest, and I do have something called Be Real. I got because coworkers have it, and it's a nice way to like have pictures of it, of like a snapshot of everything, of something I do each day. And I don't know if the Bible app is considered a form of it or not. I don't know. But I think that social media has really degraded a lot of people this particular year. I think it's caused a lot of division amongst people. I see it in my workplace, I see it at church, I see it with interactions with friends, I've seen it on TV, I've seen it in books. I think social media is going to be, uh, I think it's a very powerful thing, and you can manipulate a lot of people using it, like the creators of these apps and stuff. I just think social media is